Howdy y'all, this is your boy Beastamon, and I am back, and we are getting ready to do freestyle mode. Also, as you noticed before I start the mode, there's mirror mode, so all you fans out there that like mirror mode, well, freestyle does have it in case, you want something a little different than normal mode. So, let's get started, and I am going to start in the regular mode, so I'll show off mirror mode. There's really nothing to show if you've seen competition, but I will show it off anyways. Okay, so if you haven't figured out by the process of elimination, I'm going to be using Yagi, and I probably will be using Yagi a lot more in these next few videos than you probably think. So I'm just going to choose some gear for Yagi. And I'm actually winging this, you guys, so I haven't figured out what courses I'm going to do other than I know I'm doing Right Resort, and I know I'm doing Dive to Decay. Those two I'm automatically doing, but as far as the others, I'll probably just pick my favorites and probably show you a couple things I haven't shown you, or I'll just show you things that you've seen in competition mode. Oh yeah, and also there are options. There are options for freestyle mode that you can't use in competition mode, obviously. There's a ghost, and I think the only way you can, well, I'm sure the only way you can use a ghost is if you've already played a course. Pretty much a ghost, well, if you've seen racing games, a ghost is pretty much, a representation of you and how well you do. So obviously if you beat the ghost to the finish line, it means you got a better time than you did your first attempt. And also you can save ghosts, you can load ghosts, and you can see the replay of how you did, well, how they did. So I'm going to start with White Resort, excuse me. Well, let's get started. Oh yeah, and you can also, you can also change the music, but I'm fine with Big Boring, so let's get started. Okay, so in case you haven't remembered, freestyle is just you playing a course, trying to get as much points as possible, and yeah, you can jump off that house. So yeah, pretty much you just go through a course doing tricks, trying to beat the record. There are 3 sections. The sections are divided by checkpoints. Also if you look over there, there's over by the record there's total, trick, oh yeah, and time I'll discuss. Time's really only used for 2-player mode, but total is how am I trying to say? Oh yeah, the total is how much it's pretty much your total time throughout the 3 sections. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied. Oh wow, I just realized I already have 1761. Anyway, the record over there is 2500. So if you're going for a trick, you want to, beat the record over there. I should let you know also, there's, you do get something special for beating, like the total, the trick, and the time for all the courses. And I know I didn't mention this in competition mode, but it didn't really matter then. When you do tricks, you can only do them where the arrows are. So I've actually been through 4 gates with arrows, but here's the 5th one right here. You see those arrows on the side, like right here? You can only get you can only do tricks and score points with those. So if you try doing tricks elsewhere, you're pretty much wasting time. And they show you a replay after every time you do a trick, and they tell you what you did pretty much. And I believe you can save the replays too. So yeah, they'll show you like what tricks you did and stuff. Like I said, I'm sorry my commentary is a little bit dry and probably stale. Um, I said I was winging this, so you know I haven't prepared myself, you know, to tell you what I'm talking about. I think it's very helpful to look at the replay so you can see exactly what you did. And there is something I didn't mention in competition mode because I thought it would be more important that you learn in freestyle mode, because actually you should be playing freestyle mode before you play competition. Because competition is the main mode, but when you do a trick, you actually can use the square button to go a little bit to spin a little bit faster. So if you want to get a little bit more, you know, rotation, and that goes for flips too. If you want to get more rotation either way, push the square button. You'll actually rotate a little bit faster. You might not be able to notice, you know, the first couple of times you do it, but you actually can do that, and it does help a competition to score a few more points. Just be aware that you know, when you do push square, it actually can make the difference between landing and missing when you do tricks. So you know, if you push the square and you end up missing a trick when you don't press it, then you obviously shouldn't press it. I know it's probably boring sitting here watching the replay, but it helps see how you did and what kind of tricks actually do work for you. Okay, so whenever you actually do well on one of the ranks, you actually well, once you get into top 3 of any rank, they'll have you sign your name. And it's important to pay attention. If it's glowing in well, if it's glowing a certain color, like it's glowing blue here, that means you actually beat the best time. And it even shows you the best trick you did. So my best trick here was a fake it to backside 1080 tail grab and mute grab. And it's really important to pay attention to these and remember what you well, this is probably a side note because it's not really that important, but you want to remember what name you actually signed under, so you can remember what you beat and what you didn't beat. So yeah, I beat out first place. First place was only 2,500 points as far as trick. In total, it was only 5,000. I got 5,973. But for time, I only got third. Yeah. So when you beat time for all 10 courses, you unlock something. And when you do trick for all 10, you unlock something. In total, you unlock something. I'll show you what you unlock in another video. But that's how it works. So time is pretty much your overall time. Trick is how much points you earned, and total is a combination of two. You actually start, I think, with like probably 9,500. Well, total's hard to explain. You start with like 9,500 total points, and then every time you do a trick, it goes back up a little bit. But if you don't, over time, it will get lower and lower until you get 0 points. So I know total sounds really confusing. I'll probably show you better when I show you 2-player. And by the way, when I do show you 2-player, I'm not playing with somebody. I know it sounds weird. I'll explain it when I get there. But I'm gonna go to a different course. Oh yeah, and if you have the autosave feature, it's gonna save how well you do. So it helps to have the autosave feature. Okay, so once again, I'm going to use Yagi. I'm going to move on to one of my favorites. Well, okay, it's one that gave me a hard time. I'm going to play Pipeline Canyon. And I guess I'll leave the music alone. One course, I probably will change the music you listen to, but not this one. And just to let you know, if you pick another course, and you get done and you want to play the ghost, you can only play the ghost for that course. So obviously you can't see the ghost if I was to play it again, you obviously can't see the ghost I did for that level. So you have to play the level twice to see a ghost. So yeah, total is very complicated to explain. You'll actually probably see better how that works when I do two-player. But I probably should apologize because this is probably really boring for me to tell you how freestyle works. Because honestly, now I'm older, freestyle is kind of boring compared to competition. I'm trying to see if I can take the shortcut. Okay. So yeah, you can only jump where these arrows are. If the arrows aren't there, don't jump. And unfortunately, I messed that one up. I'm not really worried though. So yeah, the sections are divided by checkpoint. And like I said, you actually can grind on that, but I wouldn't. And I'm not going to show you the replay of this course because it's just eating up time. So yeah, I'm not going to show you every course of freestyle, but I will probably show you about 5 courses. I know that's probably too much for you guys to endure. Some of them I'm doing because they're like my favorite, and well, 2 of them I kind of wanted to show you something. One of them I'm not sure it's going to happen because I've told you plenty of times that it could happen, but it hasn't yet. And the other course, I want to show you competition mode, that's Dive Into the Cave. And yeah, I probably will play that a couple of times because there's some things I wanted you to see. Oh, so once again I got 3rd for time. And Trick and Total, I beat the records for them. Like I said, if they're glowing, then you beat the record for them. And once again, I will go to select. Select just takes you back to the if you haven't figured out, select just takes you back to the selection screen. Exit, obviously exit, and ghost update. You can race against a ghost. But like I said, if you've only played a course once, don't think you can use the ghost for that course on a different course. Okay, so I'm actually gonna oh yeah, quick hint, if you push the R1 button while you're over a menu, you actually can surf between either boards or characters that much faster. So yeah, you don't even have to go, you don't even have to click the X button. You can just, you know, click R1. So I'm actually gonna use an Alpine board for this because I'm playing Freezing Point. Now I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, what? You're doing what with what? Yeah, I'm actually gonna use an Alpine board. Not Yagi style, but you know.
Ready? Go! Get in. Don't force it. Feel it. It's time to dress.
Ooh, I got hit right there. So I'm obviously not going for trick right now. Trick or, well, I might go for total, but not trick. Obviously because I have an Alpine board, but. Because so far I've only done good, you know, with trick and total. I'm going to use some time. But yeah, I'll also include in a future video what, like I said, I'll show you what I unlock